Over the past couple of years, I've used several different trout nets, and today I'd like to share a few considerations if you're looking into purchasing one. Now, I have here with me today a trout net from Maxcatch. It's the FL08 model from them, and as far as I'm concerned, this net here pretty much hits the mark, and I'll share the reasons why I believe that in this video. The first rather obvious consideration when you're looking into purchasing a net is the size of it. And this one's a fairly typical size for a trout net. It's about 10 inches wide and about 15 inches long. So that'll accommodate pretty much any kind of smaller trout. If you're into trophy trout or steelhead or something like that, something more than 20 inches, you might want to consider a bigger one. But this is a pretty good size because it's big enough for most trout, plus it's small enough it's pretty easy to carry with you. The next consideration that I think is very, very important is what the net is made out of. Now, this is a rubber net, and it has fairly wide mesh, and as far as I'm concerned, this is the best one to get. It's easy on the fish if you're going to release the fish, and typically hooks don't get caught in it, and if they do, it's fairly easy to get them loose. Now, just for comparison, I have this net, which is a competing one. It's a nice net in a lot of ways, but I really don't like this cloth or nylon mesh here. It has a really tight mesh, and hooks have a tendency to get caught in there, and when they do, it's extremely difficult to get the hooks out without cutting or damaging the net. Even worse, one time I had a hook that was still in the fish's mouth and was also caught in here, and it made it very difficult to get it loose without harming the fish. So when I'm looking for a trout net, I always make sure that it has a rubber mesh like this one. The other thing that's nice about this one is that it has a wooden handle. You have some that have a metal handle or aluminum or something like that. That's all right, but the thing I like about the wooden handle nets is that they float, and sooner or later you're going to drop it in the water, and I just as soon be able to take it out of the water without having to go for a swim to get it. And lastly, this one has a detachable lanyard, and that's important because I typically attach this to a magnetic holder that I attach to the back of my fishing vest. So that's pretty much all I have. Hopefully you found this helpful if you're in the market for purchasing a trout net. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.